Hello, this is Victor bringing here a new video, and this time we are going to make a look to White Dwarf 479. So you will see what is inside or what is the quality of the White Dwarf, and you can take a decision if you are interested or not on this White Dwarf. So first, before opening the White Dwarf, it comes with some additional material. It comes with chapter approved monitoring field, so these are the points for all the armies in Warhammer 40,000. Okay, so it's a small book. This is going to be renewed, I think, every 3 months. So this is why they put it at the end inside of the White Dwarf. To be fair, I don't use this a lot, as I prefer to use, if I have to use, I prefer to use Battle Scribe or something like that. But okay, it's there. Then we have here some cards. Okay, this is for, we have these cards that are for a campaign or something that is inside of the White Dwarf. Okay, on Age of Sigmar. And as well, all this is for the same. Okay, so these are rules for this type of campaign and cards that can be used for these scenarios. And then we have the map of the area, and here this is very interesting. This is for Harrow Deep. For Warhammer Underworlds, you will see that there is a campaign for Warhammer Underworlds. So you have here the campaign tree, and this is the map where it's happening. We are going to see no more inside. Okay, you see mountains of Maras. It's called Rondol. Okay, so we're going to make a look in, and you will understand all this. So let's start. Another thing that I like it now is they put at the back all the content. So I guess if you are in the shop, you can look all the content at the back. It goes inside of an envelope in that case, but in the future, if they keep doing that, you will be able to see all the content. So you can see, we have first, as usual, the contact and the card from the readers and so on. We have all this that is Warhammer Age of Sigmar, where we have, instead of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, you can have Warcry, and you can also have Warhammer Underworlds. This is Warhammer 40,000, where inside you can also find Kill Team. Okay, there is also Kill Team inside this. Then we have the Fate of Barbaros, that is armies from 6 Space Marine Legions. This is for Horus Heresy, and then we have the Planes. No Barbaros, it's not. It's 40k. Sorry, not Horus Heresy is where. And then we have the Planes. This is here is Horus Heresy at the end. Okay, so let's make a look, and we can see exactly what we have. Okay, so here we see we have the new, as I say, the new monitorum. Yeah, and here we have some pictures and introduction. Again, the same content I just analyzed with you. So let's start with the contact. The contact is where the readers can send pictures, can send letters. This is super interesting project. I'm looking to this one to see. This is called the Corona Project. It's a crown made of. He said that it's 10,000 bits, more than 100 miniatures, and yeah, a lot of them keep bash, and it's explained that it's weighing about 12 kilo. Okay, there is a model that poses with that. So it was a project done in Italy, Modena, and it was like a fashion project. So I'm really looking to look more about that, done by Giovanni Battista De Paul. But looking to see more if I can see more in internet. I think it's a very curious project to make a look. And then we have here some other paint jobs. These are more traditional ones. I like always when I see the Sylvanet in seasons. Yeah, you can see nice paint jobs here, and this is also really nicely done Gordback. Okay. But I would say all of them are quite nice. We go to Walls of Warhammer, and then we have an introduction to the Molten Realms and the Etheric Void. Okay, so they will explain here how the Molten Realms are interconnected. It's a background mainly, okay, and how they are interconnected and what is the Void. And then we have the Eternal War for the context of the Mortal Realms. We are going to see different Stormhost, okay, and painters from different people. And this is a great inspiration if you want to do your own Stormhost. Okay, so here you can see some very different color schemes. Not all the Stormcast needs to be gold. You can see that these ones are also in reds, so you will see, and here you can see in reds, in purples, this is more traditional gold, in very dark metal with all these ghost beads. I think this is also very interesting project. Okay, they are called the Tormented. Yeah, you can also change the gold by yellow. So you can see he swapped some heads to have a different look. So really interesting and very inspiring. So I always recommend to look at this, because you don't need to paint always like the poster boys, okay? And the advantage when you paint in your own color scheme, that then you can use any stonehouse that you like it. Then we go to Lands of River and Rage flash points. So first we have like a background about Rondel, okay, Rondel, okay, flash point Rondel. You can see these are some background here, what's happening there, what's going on. And then say the Great Stomp Part 1, so this is like the Stomp Begins, is a campaign rule, okay? You can see these are the cards we have seen here. They have put, they have released with the White Dwarf, okay? I expect that they will put more cards in the future maybe, because this is a Part 1, so I expect will be a Part 2 in the next White Dwarf, okay? I don't know if this is enough to start playing, and then in Part 2 you will have an expansion, or if you need the 2 parts to play. I'm not sure. I didn't have time to read all the rules. Then we go to rules engagement, and yeah, and it's talking about the past and the future for Age of Sigmar. Okay, so yeah, it's about talking about Age of Sigmar mainly. And then we have, this is a thing that I'm very interested on, Descent into Madness. So it's a campaign rules for Warhammer Underworlds. It's trying to give a narrative point to Warhammer Underworlds. So how to connect the different points, and here it is the 3. How to battle, what happens there are 3 players, 4 players, locations and hazards. So it's really, I think it's really an interesting thing. Okay, so you have some penalties depending, and some you can have some prizes as well. So that's an interesting, yeah, that's an interesting idea, and I will for sure make a look and see if our group wants to use these rules. And now we go to the Warhammer 40,000 part, where we start with Echoes from the Warp. When a collection, so it's just explaining you how armies are evolved, right? From a collection to an army. Kill Team Engage. So here we have more, yeah, they talk about kill team and how to prepare kill teams and what type of kill teams the people have done. Okay, so these are different examples of kill teams and explaining how they have, why they have to choose what they have to choose. Okay, keep calm. And then this is for kill team, and then we go to Flashpoint Nephilim. Again, our Flashpoint starts with some background history, and we have the Dynastic Crusade. So here we have rules for Necrons in Crusade. Okay, these are rules for Crusade, if I'm not wrong, or rules in generic. So this is Crusade. Okay, Crusade rules for the Necron dynasties. Yeah, so these are Crusade rules for your Necrons. Okay, here we have 4. So the dynasties that are here are Zarekan, Sautek, Nefrit, Novok, and Nihilak and Nefrek. Okay, and then here I also find this article very interesting. So they took an all, they have a new, like an army they have in a studio army. Okay, so if you have seen, yeah, let's go first. If this was a very classic picture, I have seen this picture several times. So this is really a very classic Warhammer. This I think is a 2nd edition army, if I'm not wrong. second, I think, yeah, it's from the second edition Warhammer 40,000. So what they decided is to renew the army with, so to have the same type of miniatures, but all from the new, yeah, I think they use some Horus Heresy beads and so on, and they create again the army. Okay, so you can see here the new army. You can see they have, I also find interesting the painting style. I'm finding that Games Workshop is having different painting styles now. You can see this is not the normal painting style of Games Workshop. It's more like a scratch and weathered painting style. I think it's very interesting, and I love to see that they have different painting styles in Games Workshop, because this can be this is also very inspirational. And I think this article, as a painter that I am, I really like it a lot. To show you, yeah, taking a old army and how you can make a new version of an old army. Interesting, very interesting. Tempest of War. So this is a battle report, and what I like from this battle report is a 1,000 points battle report. So I like that Games Workshop is showing that you can play small as well and can be fun. Okay, and I will try to avoid that you see the score. Okay, here it is. Okay, so that was the battle report. Then we go to the Fate of Barbarous. Vengeance comes to the home world of the Death Guard. Yeah, this is sorry, this was Horus Heresy. I was right the first time. So this is a Horus Heresy and different armies in the Horus Heresy. So if you want to organize an army in Horus Heresy, well, here you have different examples. So we have this is the Raven Guard, Space Wolves, Dark Angels, okay, Sons of Horus. This already have demons in, so it's Sons of Horus when they are traitors already. Survivors of Tayarn, but these are Iron Warriors. Death Guard, of course, if you are talking about Barbarous. And then we go to the Plains of Orthvia, and these are battlefields and scenarios. So this is a showcase of different battlefields, okay, and work in progress of the different works. And then we end up with the Black Library as well. We always have a story at the end, so this is Warhammer Coin this time. Okay, and then we have here inside the studio what the people in the studio is doing. Here we have Tree Bird being painted, and then the Hobby Bingo and how they are progressing on the Hobby Bingo, right? And yeah, the Legion Predators painting challenge. It seems that they have made a challenge in the studio, and they have painted different Predators. I like this guy. Yeah, some interesting projects. Okay, and inside the studio, more about inside the studio, and then next issue will be in September. They will talk 40k modular map campaign. So we know that we are going to have a campaign in the next issue. Again, we have the content at the back. So this is what you have in this White Dwarf 479. So I think it's the White Dwarf these days are very complete. There is a lot of rules. Of course, maybe sometimes they are not touching the army that you wanted. Maybe they are more focusing in other games that are not the ones that you are playing. But I think they have a lot, and they have some nice content. They put a little bit of content for almost every game they have. This time maybe we are missing Adeptus Titanicus and Aeronautica Imperialis, but yeah, they have no Horus Heresy here as well. So that's all for now. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give a like if you like it. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.